Hello YouTube, what's up? Alright, so it's been a while since I posted up a video. So today I'm going to post up a bunch. I'm going to post up 3 decks, and then I'm going to post up some movie reviews, which I haven't done in a long time. Anyway, so the first deck I'm going to post up is the Angent deck. Basically the fairy structure deck that came out. So this is one of the decks that can be constructed with it. Anyway, so this is focused around the agents themselves. The agents and master. It's a very good balance. I mean, it's the way that the dark deck used to be back when Fan and Darkness came out. It's the way that was. Alright, anyway. I'm going to explain why things are in here and why things are not in here. First things first. Master Hyperion. 3 Master Hyperions, see? Let me try that. Okay, there. Alright, Master Hyperion and effects. First effect is, you can special summon this card by removing from play 1 ancient monster from either your hand, field, or graveyard. Off the bat, that makes it very easy to summon. Second effect, once per turn, you can remove and play a light fairy. A light fairy from your graveyard to destroy one card. To destroy one card. If Turn of Skies on the field, you can do this effect twice per turn. So, destruction effect, good basic, very easy to get summoned. Next, Agent of Earth. I'm running 3. Agent of Earth, very simple. It's a 2-star tuner. When it's normal summoned, you can search your deck for 1 ancient monster. Second effect, if Central of Sky is on the field, so just search your deck for Hyperion instead. It's a good searcher, and honestly, it's just very good. I mean, there's those rare times where you're going to sync. With this deck, you don't have to sync, but it's an option. So it's like, you hold a couple synchros. I find that with this deck, the thing that you can summon with this deck will be level 5, level 6, level 8 on rare occasions, and a level 9 on even rarer occasions. So yeah. Next, Agent of Miracles, Jupiter. Jupiter is a very good card in this deck. Let me just put it up a little bit. Okay, Jupiter is a very good card in this deck. His effect is very simple. Once per turn, you can remove and play 1 ancient monster from your graveyard to select 1 light fairy monster on your field and increase the attack by 800. So off the bat, that's a good effect. I mean, you can make things pretty strong to run over stuff that you need to run over. If you use this effect on itself, and then whatever's in the, then sometimes you need stuff removed from probably in the graveyard. So that's what that does. Let's see what else can I say about it. Oh yeah, second effect. Once per turn, if Center Sky is in the field, you can drop a fairy monster from your hand to special summon a fairy monster that's removed from play. I'm sorry, let me just make sure. It's a light fairy monster that's removed from play. Discard a fairy to special summon a light fairy that's removed from play. So off the bat, that gives you some swarming potential. There's a lot of nice swarming potential with this deck already. There's some good combos to be done with it, and yeah. 18 attack, 1000 defense, very good. Alright, next. The Agent of Judgment, Saturn. This is the old card, one of the old ones. This agent's effect is very simple. 24 attack, 6 stars. Effect is, if your life points are higher than your opponent's life points, you contribute this card to inflict the damage equal to the difference. This effect can only be applied if Central Disguise in the field. If you activate this effect, you cannot conduct your battle phase this turn. This card can win games. I'll give you a scenario where that wins games. They go Solemn Warning. They go Solemn Judgment. There's one Judgment. That's all you gotta look for. That shit happens. Okay, no problem. My go, sack, summon Jupiter. Response? Anything? Nothing? Really? At all? Tribute for game. Or summon Jupiter. Remove and play Agent of Saturn. Response? At all? Anything? Drop. Summon Saturn. Response? Anything? Nothing? Tribute for game. That's what that does. Next. Ancient of Mars. I run 2. Oh, about Saturn, I only want 1 Saturn. Anyway, Ancient of Mars. He's in here because he just gets really brolic and really scary at times. See, the way my deck runs, I'm not going to be losing life points anytime soon. I mean, you're going to have to do some serious shit in order to actually get my life points down for the first couple of turns. But yeah. Anyway, his effects. First effect. This card is unaffected by spell cards. At all. So, Econ, Book of Moons, not working. Second effect. If you control a face-up, center this guy on the field, and your life points are higher than your opponent's life points, increase the attack and defense of this card by the difference. Do you know how scary that shit becomes? That shit becomes very scary. I mean, just think about it. Say, Solemn Warning, okay, they're at 2,000. Special Summon Mars, normal summon this, punch 27, punch for game. And it's 3 stars, so Gravity Bomb, Wall, didn't work. Alright, let's continue. Last Ancient I run in this deck, Agent of Venus. Wait, Agent of Creation, Venus. I'm not running the balls, so that's not why he's in there. He's in there because he's a level 3, 16 attack fairy. Now, as far as level 3s are concerned, 16 attack is actually pretty good. Anyway, he's there for, extra ammo. He's a decent beat stick. I mean, 16 is decent concern. I mean, because nowadays, people aren't worried about having 18 hitters on the field or 2,000 hitters on the field. They're worried about getting their big shits on the field and then setting other shits, Anyway, to continue. 3 of those. 3 Zumbura, Herald of Heaven. Basically, chuck it, search for this guy. All he does is you chuck him, search for the field, activate, you're good. I run 3 of these so I can draw them quicker, and there will come a time when you have Sentry on the field already. You can just go normal summon, 20 on attack. How do you feel? I overpower you. Yeah. Next, 2 Nova Summoners. Now I know what you're thinking. Nova Summoners? Why in the hell would he run Nova Summoners? They're not good, are they? Nova Summoner is actually a very good card. One, it's a searcher. So you can search for either itself, or Mars, or Dimensional Alchemist, and it goes good for you. Now, second thing that it gives you, when it special summons, it can special summon in defense. That's good. Now, I'm not running Air Knight, so I don't get the secondary effect, but it's good at 2. Anyway, now I've used this card, training with it, trying to see how it works in this deck. I've test decked this shit for a good while. Ever since Duel Network came out, I've been test running this deck a lot. This works perfectly with only 2. To be quite honest with you. It works perfect with 2. Now, nextly, 2 Dimensional Alchemists. They're very, very simple. You're not always going to use the first effect, which is to remove and play the top card from your deck to have it increased by 18. You're not always going to use that. It's there specifically for you to recycle. If it gets destroyed by any effect at all, either effect or battle, you get to recycle. That's why he's there. Plus, you can do the effects, like if you have nothing removed, you may as well. At the top, go punch for 18. How you feel? Yeah. Anyway, last monster in this deck, Honest, of course. Everyone knows Honest. All love Honest is Honest. Alright. Spell cards. First things first. Card of the Skies. I run 3. For draw power. Now here's the thing. Using these are like using them like a pro. You don't just use them willy-nilly, like the way people used to use D-draw. Use them when you know that it's the best idea for you not to attack that turn. Like first turn, perfect, use them. Now, I have this luck of a lot of times drawing into another one and then doing it again. So the deck thins pretty quickly and it's pretty good. Alright, next. 2 Century of the Skies. Sorry, my webcam is a little messed up. Alright, 2 Century of the Skies. The effect of which is very simple. Fairy monsters, if you any damage to a controller of a fairy type monster becomes 0. So yeah. So basically, no fear. Let shit die. I found that running 2 only is a good idea in this deck because you don't need 3. 2 is for good measure, you know. For good measure. The remaining spells, Monster Reborn, of course. Giant Trunade, of course. Dark Hole, of course. And then Burrow from a Different Dimension. Now, originally I wasn't using it, but it's a pretty good tech so far. I mean, there are times when I have nothing but play monsters, and I go ahead and use it. So yeah. Now, last thing on this deck is traps. First things first, Mirror Force, of course. Call of the Haunted, of course. Let's see, what is your eye? Now, this is another, of course, another reason why you run Sanctuary. 3 Divine Punishments. Divine Punishments are your solemn, basically. Basically what they are. The Sanctuary of the Sky. Solemn Judgment. Alright. Lastly, last traps is Wabakus. I run 3. Now, you may be thinking, why run Wabaku? Here's the thing. Wabaku is actually a very good card. And in this deck, it works. So what you want to do in this deck is make sure you don't lose life. And, you know, sometimes you might want to have a monster stay on the field. So yeah. I found it actually works. I mean, I've tested it a lot and it works in it. And yeah. Anyway. Now, excuse me, sorry. You notice that Archlord Christie is not in here. Now, yes, we didn't get any common Archlord Christie, so of course there's no common Archlord Christie. And yes, I could probably find a couple of hollows somewhere, but here's the thing. Archlord Christie, not that powerful. In this deck, the way this deck is built, it doesn't come in handy at all. First off, its effect is something that you have to have 4 exactly in the graveyard. That will rarely ever happen in this deck. Either A, you'll draw it only, or B, you'll never draw it until you either lose the duel or win the duel. Now, as for having 4 in the graveyard, 1, if you're using it the correct way, you're going to be removing everything from play. You'll probably have no monsters in the graveyard for a few turns. Yes, you can conserve, you know, have like 1 or 2 still in there, but you'll rarely ever have 4 in the graveyard. On the other hand, there will be times when you'll have more than 4 in the graveyard, much more, and you can't remove. That's why you don't run Archlord Christie in this deck. Well, that's why I don't run Archlord Christie in this deck. But I find it's better to use it without. There's always the fact that if using this deck, you could throw in Valhallas, but I find that throws it off. You don't get a lot of, you know, stuff. Anyway, so yeah, that's my ancient deck. It's pretty powerful. I like it my damn self. I'm probably going to main this deck because right now it's the only one that's completely constructed. Everything else I have to go back to the drawing board. But yeah, tell me what you think. Rate, subscribe, kamehameha. Bye.